Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and we are back for some more F1 25 gameplay, and we are here ready for F1 25 multiplayer action. And hope you guys do enjoy this video. I would like to apologize that this is very late. This is coming out, I haven't uploaded a video in about 4 to 5 days, so I would like to apologize. I've just been really busy with the Nürburgring coming up on iRacing and all this stuff, and it's just been really hard to kind of get a commentary out for this. So finally had a little bit of some free time before Nürburgring to get a video out. So what better thing is to do and hop into some F1 25 multiplayer carnage, because let me tell you, there was some carnage in this in these lobbies. So just to clarify, these races were basically during the weekend of released weekend, so you know what this means. It's basically the open lobby experience, you know, the first weekend, and we are getting right into the action here. So here we go for the 5 lights here. First race around Spa, 20 car grid, which is really amazing to see. Lights out, and away we go for a quick little 5 lap around Spa, and pretty good start. Still using a default setup, not a default setup, a time trial setup at the moment. We already got some carnage. I would get pushed off track by my teammate actually hit the Ferrari off, hit a couple other cars off as well. And this is kind of like the first gig at getting used to the F1 25 multiplayer car, I guess you could say, but also getting used to the equal cars. And to be fair, it does feel really good to drive it on like a track and not like time trials, so I definitely am very pleased with that. But so far, coming down into the chicane now, and we already got some bumping and rubbing hanging on through all sorts of action, and we got a slow Aston Martin on the race line. Actually hit the back of the Mercedes, so I'm causing some carnage, and that's not my intention to cause carnage, but I'm definitely causing a little bit of bad stuff. Not the best stuff in the world, I guess you could say, but a couple guys already DNFing and moved up into P4, so after getting pushed off by our teammate, we've actually made a lot of ground. So hanging through Blanchemont we go, trying to go around the outside if we can. Really can't get the move done, so we might do a switchback, might send one down the inside. If the gap is there, we're going to go for it. We go down late on the inside, and we kind of rock the leers up a little bit, but we get the move done. And fairly easy pass on the Mercedes. We get beached on the curb, and that was quite of a thing I did experience when playing. This was one of the second races I played, and yeah, the curbs are definitely a little bit more deadly if you get beached on them. It kind of reminds me of some F1 23 type with a little bit, but those exit curbs are gotta be a little bit careful now with the curbs. So yeah, just some advice, you know, be careful with the curbs. But heading up into Radiant now, down the Kemmel Straight we go, and got the run, and we get the move done the best that we can. Heading down into the chicane, and now approaching into probably one of my favorite parts, Blanchemont we go, and so far lap 2 and up into P3, so we've actually pulled out a really good gap from behind. And that was mainly the goal, but overall, I mean, the pace is really strong in this car. I do feel really good, so I think a fast lap attempt is definitely going to be coming our way. But yeah, so far, I mean, I was a little bit nervous when I was starting the new game to see how I would stack up, but to be fair, this is really just multiplayer, so you don't really get a good explanation, I feel like. But I feel really good within these cars, so this is actually a pretty good sign. So I was a little bit nervous on 25 because I didn't know how the handling was as we go deep. But let me tell you, this has been really fun playing this game and having just driving cars that actually drive and not have so much oversteer, understeer, and I do like the little bit more weight on the cars. So definitely have been enjoying F1 25 so far. But we got the run on the Red Bull, and we move up into P2, and next up we have Flames, who is P1 in the Haas. So got a little action for the race win if possible. I think that we could possibly get this win, but if we just gotta time it right, like I said, Flames got some really good pace to them. So if we just stay with them, that's all that matters. But yeah, lap 4 now. He says fast lap, we go even faster that lap. And yeah, so just gonna keep on chugging along and get all aboard that choo-choo train, because it is going to be a little bit of a DRS train for this lap, and then next lap I'm thinking about getting the good run as we can. But you can see with I don't know what the wings are, but I'm pretty sure the wings for Spa, I think you could run really low wings. So I think it's like maybe 0-0, maybe 1-0. I haven't really seen people run 0-0 wings on 24 like that. Maybe I'm tripping, but it was 0-0 wings is just definitely a lot better this year. I think Las Vegas you could run 0-0 wings, so that's actually pretty impressive. You get a little bit of a tank slap around the exit, and that corner does catch out a lot of people, and specifically it has caught me out a lot of times. But falling through the dirty air and feeling the dirty air in the multiplayer cars. Well, I should stop saying multiplayer cars. In the multiplayer, it does feel. It's not terrible. I thought it would be a little bit worse, but actually, the more I've been getting used to the dirty air, I'm starting to understand it now. And overall, I think that I do like the fact that the dirty air is a lot stronger. But last lap now of the race, gonna have to get a really good run off of Flames here, because I think we can definitely secure this race win if we play the cards right. But we got the run a little bit off the final corner, but he got a much better exit than what we did, so we're going to need an amazing run up the Camel Straight we go. But the goal is to get around him here. I think we can make a good run, but we're gaining all the battery. We push, and we got the straight line speed, we got the battery, we got the DRS enabled, and that is a clean pass. But he fights down on the inside. We have the inside line as well. We give him enough space, fair place between us two, and actually, well, he's binned it. He spun out all on his own. There was no contact made. He completely spun out on his own, which I think he maybe hit the exit of the last curve. But so far, we secure a race win. So win in multiplayer, which is probably the only win I'll ever get this season in league racing. So pretty good result. I'm fairly happy with that, and I will take a fat W like that. And specifically driving this beautiful V-carb livery, it does really have a nice a chef's kiss livery on it, so I am definitely happy with that. But new podium celebrations. Don't think we have well, I think we've discovered it a little bit, but here's kind of a little overview. It does look pretty cool with the new podium celebrations and how they kind of do the camera angles, and it's kind of not the same, but you got like the team celebrating, and you got, you know, the crowd and all that stuff, so it's actually pretty cool. And I don't know if the champagne type thing is the same or not. I want to think it's not, because they kind of do some of the same stuff as they did on 24 and 23. So yeah, but still fairly really cool to kind of see the little changes that EA does, and specifically 25, which was a big need. But here's your little graph which you get after a multiplayer race. You can see scored 3 out of the 5. I got the race win, fast lap, and the cleanest driver award. So cleanest driver award is actually pretty cool. You know, it's always tough to give to the clean driver, because sometimes, like, maybe some people think they deserve it more because they got it. So I feel like that award is definitely something good to see, because yeah, but again, I mean, who really knows how some people might get that award and they straight line someone. But different lobby, Las Vegas time, and this one's actually just going to be default setup. So we're going to go with the maximum top speed, and it is 0-0 wings. So let the fun begin. 0-0 wings around Las Vegas for the 5 red lights here. We're finally in the Mercedes, and away we go. Get a decent start. I'm starting to kind of get used to the starts. I think the rev limiter is about 800 to 900. I don't think you can go 1000. It's absolutely gone really deep, and had a spin, so it made a little bit of contact with the Ferrari, and not a deal to spin, but it's okay. We'll get back out there, having to adjust my differential, my brake bias, and all that stuff. We get an illegal overtake, which still is kind of annoying, but you know, you got to deal with it. And I've never really been a fan of the whole. The amount of illegal overtakes I've gotten, and that's still kind of a thing. It's just a little bit annoying, but sometimes you just gotta deal with it per se. But only had one disqualification. I think that might have been one of the stoppers. I don't think he went going off the line, but got a good run on 007, and we're gonna make the move down the inside. Not a corner where you really want to overtake, but even in the if you're tuned into the Twitch streams for the F2 race in RRL, it was actually pretty intense, because I was actually going down and making moves down in that inside corner. So I don't know what it is about that corner, but those moves are becoming one of my favorite overtaking spots at this rate. So yeah, I don't know how that works, but it does. So yeah, you can see the amount of straight line speed we got is pretty crazy. We got the I think a McLaren and a Sauer might have had contact, and we have a Racing Bullet that's gone around. And yeah, so pretty pretty good recovery from the start, but get a Ferrari that gets pushed off, and he actually catches some air. He caught some air at the rear of his car, and we go very deep, a little bit too deep. And look at the carnage already unfolding. But yeah, Ferrari caught air. Maybe that's pretty intense. That some of the hits that you get. Specifically when you hit the walls, I mean, the hits just sound brutal. Like, honestly, like when hearing them make contact, it's like you just hear a loud crunch. Like, that must really. It's kind of funny when they make a loud crunch because it's like, god damn. It's like you don't know what to expect. But good pass on the Aston, moving up lap 2, now approaching lap 3, and up into P11, got a purple sector 2, so cheeky little purple. But the McLaren is on a Max Verstappen type run, 136.2. So he's definitely very, very, very quick, and at the moment we got a couple of other fast laps coming aboard, and thought I was going to get the fast lap, but someone else just took it away. Down the inside on the Williams, I thought about a pass, thought about it, going to go around the outside if we can, and well, he makes contact, and he just understeered into me, and thankfully we didn't make any, thankfully I didn't get spun out, but yeah, he just kind of, clearly from my perspective, from what I saw, I think he understeered. But a couple cars in front that have gone off, the Haas and the V-Carb, have had a little whoopsie there as the V-Carb kind of gives me a little bit of that run. And, well, he just straight lines him completely, and we hit the side pod of the Haas. So all sorts of carnage so far. And trying to go around the outside, a little bit of a desperation move. Wasn't really going to work. Struggled a little bit to get the exit. But, yeah, so far, I mean, it was... The first couple of corners were pretty intense after that, and thankfully we kind of played smart, let him back off, because I feel like there's going to be some sort of collision up here again, and well, I feel like it's basically going to happen at this point. I don't think so, but we'll see. But the 0-0 wings is pretty intense around Las Vegas. I think everybody else is probably running a low downforce setup. You definitely are going to need low downforce for Vegas, but got a 5-car tandem here for basically the minor placings in this race, and approaching lap 4 now. Got about 5 cars. You got a V-Carb, and you got a track limits warning there. You got a Haas as well, and I don't know who the other cars in front, but the Haas absolutely barrels through the V-Carb, and we got both the Red Bulls now fighting for positions, and they make contact, and we hit the back of the other one, and we go for a spin. Not ideal, and both the Red Bulls coming together. I mean, doesn't that bring back some memories of Baku 2018? Any Red Bull fans in my chat or in my that are watching this video? Does that bring back memories? Because I know it definitely is going to hurt to hear some people say that, because seeing that live was pretty crazy. But let's get back to the action. Lap 5, basically the final lap of this race, is upon near us now, and we have a little bit of some dicey actions. We absolutely, oh my god, oh my god, we just killed. I'm so sorry, GM. I did not mean to kill the Ferrari. I've absolutely just decked the poor man. I apologize, and he even caught some air as well. So we've had 2 Ferraris that have gone flying in the air today, and poor guy, I did not mean to do that. I did not expect that, to be honest with you. I feel so bad. But yeah, that open lobbies is pretty crazy. I'm causing some carnage. I'm not trying to cause carnage. Got a lot of people that have caused some carnage. Had a couple other people that have done the same thing, so not ideal. But JB now for Williams, I think we were just fighting him about a lap ago, so he's still putting me under some pressure. But P5 I think could be a target. A lot of people with 2 seconds penalties, so they definitely were cutting corners. But we're gonna have a really good run. I'm curious to see how 0-0 Wings is gonna perform down this main straight. We'll see. I wonder if it feels like 2023 straight line speed with the DRS being OP. We got the run, and think actually the DRS is a little bit farther back. I remember the DRS line was kind of where the detection point was, and you would just from 8/10ths back, you would go zoom by them. I mean, it was crazy the fact you would zoom by them. But Dungeons and Wagons wins. If I even said that right, I sound cringe saying that, but he gets the bag, and we're gonna secure a P4, so pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. 135.2 at the end. I think we did set a personal best, so yeah, but there's your results. And well, we were way off the fast lap. I mean, to be fair, we didn't really have much clean air, but yeah, it was pretty intense. But for the final race now, around Abu Dhabi, didn't get kicked, thankfully, unlike the last lobby, because yeah, I hate getting kicked. But 5 red lights here for the third and final race Abu Dhabi always seems to be a good race to end, and we've already had some carnage. We've had an Alpine, and we get hit by the Ferrari, and that might be the one. I don't think that was the Ferrari that we made contact. Oh, we go very deep. We've already got some carnage. Got a couple cars that are all over the place a little bit, and we have to go off track to avoid some action going on. But yeah, pretty intense start. We had an Alpine that completely spun the wheels at the start, and down into the famous Verstappen corner of 2021. There goes the Bollard, and we in between a Ferrari and a McLaren sandwich. I do not want to be part of that, and that is the last thing I want to be part of. And we're gonna let them go because I feel like we're gonna get some carnage down at this hairpin because someone's gonna send it, and someone's gonna do something stupid. We got the McLaren going off. He's going straight into the Sauber, and I kind of expected that to come. We got a Aston that's gone wide around the outside of the Ferrari, so fairly clean move. And yeah, we keep on going. We got a 5-car pack here, and this feels like some Talladega Nights stuff right now because everybody's bump drafting. Oh, we've killed three Ferraris today. Oh my God, he braked. He just abruptly braked. I think he was just trying to avoid, and I've absolutely just decked the man. I did not mean to do that. And there goes the Haas and the RB around. And man, it seems like those two have just been causing all sorts of havoc. When we got the RB coming back on the track, and that was very dangerous. Had to avoid the action. Reaction times coming in clutch, but the carnage has been intense, and we go down the inside, and a little bit of side pod contact with Bobby, and man, open lobbies. I have a lot of fun playing open lobbies, but this is really fun as he's just taking out the Haas as well. So Bobby doing the teammate work, and now we move up into P4 and now approaching the final lap of this race. Well, the last 2 laps, it was mainly just trying to catch back up to that train that was up in front of us between 3rd and 2nd. The leader, which is the Kick Sauber, is completely gone, so I mean he's basically secured the win unless he makes a mistake. But make some effort on GM. Thankfully, I hope we don't kill him like we did last time because I did not mean to do that. Thankfully, he didn't take his actions out on me and like the well. Kind of glad he didn't because I would have felt because I would have been a little bit annoyed, but I think GM probably had the fair right to maybe punt me off here after what I did to him, but it's okay. He was a fairly clean driver, and final corner, basically approaching purple sector 2. We got the run really on JB. Down on the inside, we cut the corner. We got a track limits warning, and we just brake late. I'm gonna give that back. That was messed up. I'm gonna give him the corner. I'm gonna give him the place back. That was a little bit dirty by me as I get a 2-second penalty for completely cutting track limits. And GM goes down the inside, and he said JB. So GM has been screwed again. But we're gonna secure a P4. So fairly good way to end the episode of Open Lobby Chaos. So yeah, that was intense, and that might have been maybe some Pat Mahomes type throw from the Kick Sauber driver. That I don't know what that celebration was, but low-key might want to get that because that was pretty cool. But yeah, open lobbies, they never change. I had a lot more fun playing open lobbies, I think, on 25 more than I did 24. Well, on 25 because it's just there's more carnage, but I think a lot of people are really enjoying the game this year, so that makes me a little bit happy that there's a little bit more people playing it because it was sometimes a little bit difficult to find full lobbies on 24 for me. But yeah, overall, open lobbies, opening week, nothing changed. So thank you everybody for watching this video. I do apologize if this video was very late. I've just been super busy with stuff, but have a good rest of your day, have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.